Hello, welcome to another day in the life of a farmer. So today, basically, what we will be doing, or what we're trying to do is, um, we're trying to do our nursery. So we're trying to kickstart another farming season. You know, the beautiful part of farming vegetables, particularly in this case, tomatoes, is the fact that you can do it 3 times, 4 times in a year. Particularly if you have your irrigation system, you have water system, and good thing right now it's the rainy season, right? So we really don't have to bother ourselves so much about water. So we have abundant water. Particularly, it's been raining almost every day lately, right? So if this is your first time watching my video, well, I give tips like this about farming. This channel is particularly going to be tailored towards just farming, right? So I just got to the farm. It's exactly 9 a.m. right now. I'm really late because I stopped by getting the seedling we will be using. I'm going to be showing you that seedling, right? And I'm going to take you through down to the nursery we are building right now. My workers just left here trying to get this manure. So these are bags of manure. That's my bike. So today we're doing bike, right? I remember I told you that it's easier because of the road and all that stuff. So yeah, so let me quickly show you what the seedling looks like, right? So these are the seedling we're using. See, we just cleared this path. Down there is the nursery, but do not worry, I'm going to take you through and show you how that works. So last time we did platinum, but this time around we're going to be doing cobra. So this is what cobra looks like, right? So if you're trying to get one of these, this is what it looks like. So this is cobra 26. So basically this is that, and then there's this sachet one, which is this, right? So if you're this is quite expensive. This tin is quite expensive. It's about 115,000 naira. That's roughly around $80, right? And this is 15,000 naira each. So this is like $10 each. So that's $20 technically. All right. So I'm gonna excuse me. So I'm gonna walk you down to nursery so you see what it looks like. So basically, what's happening right now is that we rounded up farming season already. You saw us harvesting in the former video, But I'm gonna be giving you more preview of what last year harvest was look like. So you can notice there's some clearing here. All of this place is gonna be cleared. If you look very well, you notice this is a farmland. This is a drip tape. These are drip tapes. Just so you know that this is somewhere we've cultivated before. So I'm gonna be taking you through, so I'll show you the nursery and walk what we're doing in the nursery. Voila. This is the nursery. Oh my god. So this is what the nursery looks like pretty much now. So what we've done here to this floor, this is the soil. So what we did with the soil is that we made sure that we tilled it, and then after tilling it, we added manure. Now the reason is because after putting our nursery in our trays, we're going to be dropping it on the floor. Now a lot of people do it differently, which is I'll probably attach a video of that. A lot of people do it this was the way we did it last year, but this is how we want to do it this year. We want to make it more efficient. You see how this thing works is that every time you get to farm, you make it better than the last time. Every time you get to farm, you make it better than the last time. So this soil has been tilled, prepared. You see no grass at all. We've added manure to this, so it's good. Sign that we've added manure is this. This is fowl chicken dung. All right, this is also it. So we've added manure to it. So we're going to be doing our nursery here, keeping it. But you can see the roof is all messed up. It's open, so we'll have to cover this. But what happened was that this is kind of plain. So what we want to do is that we want to make it diagonal, so that the water would not settle in it. So if you have a nursery, you're making a nursery, that's what one thing you should try to achieve. We're also going to be closing all of the spaces to make sure that it's free from insects and animals, because that's the whole idea of a nursery, making sure that insects cannot penetrate it. So I think my workers have done a very, very good job here already. So we're going to be taking all of this off, fixing proper leather, and like I said, make sure it's diagonal, it's not just horizontal, because if it's horizontal and you lay your leather in, when it rains, water will settle in, and any leakage is going to be dropping heavily on your nursery, and it's going to mess your nursery up, right? So we don't want that to happen. All right, so yeah, so I'm going to be leaving this place right now, and showing you what is going on in the other regions of the farm. So this was where we did our tomato last year. So what's happening right now is that we're clearing it, all right, for the next farming season. But again, follow me, just stay tuned. I'm going to be taking you through every process. I'll show you when this place is cleared, when it's neat and perfect, right? So yep, so this is exactly what it is, messed up. You can still see some tomato seeds from the last harvest. Well, this is what it looks like right now. So we have our workers clearing it up, making sure it's good, it's neat, it's perfect. This is still not 100% neat, so we're gonna be fixing it and packing all of this so it will be 100% neat. The farm is really messy right now, but not to worry, just give us a short time, it's going to look like what it used to be like, right? You can see our drip tips.
As you don't start, I don't start.
One I no start from this other two region.
Don't worry.
Okay, sorry, no verse. Like wait, I know you that one. One I know lost me.
This grass, where is it? You don't back up. 4 days you don't stand up. That one no different. This one no go dry you. No dey dry like that.
No be why you supposed pack out for me. You say you know pack out. Next time when we the price like this, I go come. I'll say I go put in list of the things we wanna go do. Well done. Good night. All right. So basically that's that for now. So what I'll be doing is I'm gonna carry you through every process of the farming journey. Right now I just spoke to some of my workers that are going to be clearing this area for us. This was where we did cucumber last time, but this time around we're going to be doing tomato here. This is the former farm. We're also going to be doing tomato here. Then the other farm is ahead of this. Remember the place I showed you where there were some women, my workers working there? Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing this time around. Yeah, so I would carry you through all of that journey. So one piece of advice I would always give anybody that is trying to venture into farming is a part of this that a lot of people never ever tell you is that farming is capital intensive. You need a lot of money, but the money you need for farming is quite relative. Let me put it that way. It's relative in the sense that depending on the size of farm you're trying to do. But again, there is something that a lot of professional, some of my senior colleagues will always tell you that as far as farming is concerned, if you are there is a portion of land you would have been doing for you to consider yourself a profitable farmer and a successful farmer, and that's simply because they know that there's just so much you can get from a little plot of land. But when you are covering bigger spaces, bigger hectares, bigger acres, then you can now say, okay, your profit, then because your profit at this time can now be running in the tons of millions, not just hundreds of thousands. Yeah. So, but again, I identify with the fact that everything in life is a journey, right? Everything in life is a journey, and you don't go from point A to point Z. You go from A to B to C to D, right? That's just the journey for about life. I didn't get here in one day, and this is not close to, this is remotely not close to where I want to be. This is less than a tithe. This is less than 10% of the actual coverage I want to do. Well, because we're projecting somewhere around doing up to 200, 300, 1,000 hectares of land. So that's like a community, right? But again, this is like a starting point. But the reality is that my starting point might not be your starting point. So I just want you to start regardless, right? Just start from somewhere. Start anywhere you are, just start from there. If you have half a plot of land, start from there. If you have a land in your backyard, start from there, right? And when I started, I didn't have a lot of information online, but you're lucky that you have a channel like this. So just watch videos about agriculture here. You would learn almost anything you want about nursery creation, everything you want, right? So yeah, start where you are.